dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening and welcome to North Farmington High School for tonight's girls basketball game between the visiting Troy Colts and the host North Farmington Raiders. It is sure to be a great game tonight, and I am Michael Hager, joined by my lovely color commentator, Allie Shapiro. Allie, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, it looks to be a riveting game tonight, Higer. And I have known that the Colts are doing pretty well in their league this year. They are doing 5-2, which is not bad, not a bad start. It's pretty far into the season, about halfway, would you say? Yeah?
Yes, about halfway.
And I think that they're going to have a good matchup with mainly their press, because they've been working really hard on it, and their team has been together for a while. They have some strong veteran varsity players, and I think that they're going to do really well against the Colts today.
I think so too. But the Colts look to be a pretty tough team too, so it'll be a pretty fun matchup to watch tonight to see who can come out on top.
I know a couple people to watch on Troy's team are Corinne Moss and Liz Seipker. I know that Liz has already committed to Hope College to play basketball.
Wow, that is very interesting. I know she is also, Coach Scott was telling us, she is also a very smart student in school, so that's always good to be a scholar athlete.
It's nice to have that combination, don't you think?
Yes, I do. So now the Raiders are practicing their pregame ritual.
I wonder what is said inside that circle.
As they slam the floor, and they are getting ready to go.
And here are the Colts coming from Troy. Too bad no one on their team. His name is Helen.
Nice,
Starting off on jump ball today will be Jasmine Harris, a 3-year varsity veteran.
And for Troy, it will be Taylor Bass, a senior on Troy's basketball team. So we will get ready to start the action as the jump is, and the Raiders will
Given
get the
to
ball.
North. Stevie Jones taking the ball down the court today. She is also a 3-year varsity veteran. She's one of the captains also. Her, Jasmine Harris, and Emily Ancona are the captains for North this year.
Great leadership on the team.
Yes, yes. Both Emily Ancona being a senior and the other two being juniors. So it's good to see that upperclassmen leadership going on, especially with the amount of lowerclassmen that we have on the team this year.
And that is Corinne Moss, who missed the shot, and the Raiders will collect the rebound as Stevie Jones takes it up the court. Nice press there by the Colts, but the Raiders keep possession, and they're going to call that a jump ball.
This is now going to lead to Raider ball going down the court. And the Colts are going to start off with a full court pressure.
We will get a replay of that last shot. Excuse me, never mind. We are sorry for those technical difficulties. As the Colts pass it around and they attempt the three.
A nice three-point shot.
Liz Seipker, the Hope College recruit, with the three-pointer. It is now a 3-0 game in favor of the Colts as we watch that one again.
The Colts are in a And there was a replay of that nice three-pointer shot.
That is Kansman who is fouled. Haley Kansman, number 11, the senior. And
Haley Kansman has a father who is a teacher at North this year.
He was my history teacher last year.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was. So Haley will shoot free throws after the foul.
And the first one put in nicely.
Beautiful stroke there to get that first one.
The follow-through is very important, Heiger, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Follow through and also some great concentration.
Yes. As you can see, they're getting ready to box out on the line.
And she hits the second one. So 2 free throws for Haley Kansman to make it a 3-2 basketball game. Troy still with the 1-point lead.
North Farmington right now is in a standard 2-3 zone press right now. It's very aggressive because they attempt to do the trap on both corners of the court.
And that is Kansman who slams into the scorer's table there, but looks like she is all right as she tries to save that ball, putting her body on the line. And Troy will call a timeout.
The Lady Raiders this year are doing pretty good in their league. They have a 3-3 record going on right now.
5-4 overall.
Which is not too bad, I'd say.
Not too bad at all.
Also considering the amount of new players they have, one being Megan Keller. She's a freshman this year, starting out on varsity. And
must have impressed the coaches at tryouts.
yes, must have done that. Another younger on this team is Caitlin Kendall. She's a sophomore this year and has been playing with the varsity team for 2 years now. The Colts bringing it in.
And that is Troy who attempts the three-pointer, and it is off the mark, but the Raiders will get the rebound. That's Emily Ancona, and Troy fights for it, so it's a jump ball, but the Raiders will have the basketball.
Taking it down the court is Stevie Jones. Stevie and Jasmine have been playing together for 3 years now, and their chemistry is very good, I think.
Yes, it is.
They work together very well on the court. They make a point of finding each other, and it really helps out the team, don't you think?
I think it does, as Troy's three-point attempt falls off the mark, and the Raiders will get the rebound. And the Raiders there's a fight for the ball, and Troy gets the ball.
It gets
Nice
pretty
steal
feisty
there.
out there.
Yep, that was Sabria Cotton with the steal. And a foul.
Coming into the game now is Megan Keller.
We are going to get a replay of that steal there, and that was Sabria Cotton with a really aggressive steal.
Now into the game for the Lady Raiders is Megan Keller, that upcoming freshman.
And
the Troy Colts have good passing around the court today, Michael.
Yes, they do. That was number 25, Sydney. That was Cindy Heath with the basket as we watched that layup again.
Right off the backboard.
And we return as Keller missed the layup and Troy got the rebound. Ooh, and looks like there's a collision on the court. Let's hope everyone is okay. The score is 5-2 in favor of the Troy Colts early in the first period.
It is now Troy Colts ball at their end of the court.
And, nice steal there by Caitlin Kendall. And she's fouled, so the Raiders will keep possession. We're going to get a replay of that steal. Nice.
Those long arms really come in handy for grabbing the ball out of the air, don't you think so?
Yes, they do. The Raiders pass it around the court.
Jasmine Harris penetrating into the paint.
Ooh, she hits the floor, but looks to be okay. And Troy will get the rebound as they take it up the court. Fast break from the free throw line, and they miss it, but Troy will get the rebound. Excuse me. That will be out of bounds on Troy, so the Raiders will get the basketball back. We're going to get a replay of that last play right there. look at them fall on the ground, both diving for that ball.
It looks like Troy is starting out with a non-pressing, more lax defense when the Raiders are throwing the ball, which is good for them for getting it to half court. But once they get there, it gets pretty rough.
Yes, it does. Caitlin Kendall was just double teamed there, and the ball was knocked out of bounds by Troy, and that is
Jasmine Harris with a perfect three-point shot.
Beautiful. It's poetry in motion right there.
Here's a replay of that shot.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
Look at that arc.
And swish. And Caitlin Kendall will take it up the court on the fast break. It's it doing Kona over to Harris, and Harris is fouled.
Looks like Jasmine Harris will be taking the ball out of bounds tonight on this play.
It is a 5-5 game, tie game.
With 4 minutes left in the first period. There are 4 periods in basketball,
Yes, there.
each being 8 minutes, 32 minutes in all.
Ooh, and that is Sabria Cotton with the beautiful layup there.
She had no fear going in on that one.
No, she didn't. Good try there on defense.
Here's a
but,
replay of that.
Yep. Ooh, just beautiful.
Stevie Jones going in under the paint.
And she's fouled on the shot, so she will get a couple of free throw attempts. Nice call there by the referee.
A couple people going in for the Troy Colts. Number 23, Katie McCush, and 24, Corinne Moss.
Corinne Moss, one of those players that the coach told us before the game. It's a player to watch out for. So.
She's a point guard this year.
Ooh, and that's Jasmine Harris for the long three, and it hits off the rim. No good. Troy rebound. So that is Corinne Moss taking up the court. Passing the ball around.
North Farmington seems to be leaving open the bottom corners by the net, which seems to be, they're getting open passes over there.
Yeah, that can be pretty dangerous. if
Yeah,
you leave that
a
open,
risky
so.
move.
Yes, it is. So that will be Troy basketball still after the foul, and she goes up for the layup, and it is no good. Raider basketball. Out of bounds on Troy.
Once again, Stevie Jones and Jasmine Harris bringing it in. Looks like we have Caitlin Kendall now taking the ball down the court. With Troy remaining in their 1-3-1 zone defense. Still very aggressive.
Harris giving it over to Kendall. Back to Harris, who attempts the three-pointer. Oh, and she hits
She is
it.
just
Another three-pointer.
banking all of those from out of there.
Yes, she is. Beautiful play there by Jasmine Harris.
We're going to get a replay of that. She has great composure at the line, doesn't she? And
Yes,
that
she
follow-through. Just lovely.
Doesn't even bother worrying about the Troy Colts on defense. Just hits it. And that will be Liz Sepker who hits the shot. Right. It is now 10-8 Troy with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first period. So Jasmine Harris gives it over to Stevie Jones, who gives it up. Stevie Jones still with the ball as she attempts the shot, and
It looks like also that Troy has had a change on their defense. Once doing a 1-3-1, now doing a regular 2-3 zone. Probably going to attempt the trap up on the upper halves of the court.
you seem to have a great knowledge of this game, Allie. I heard that you were once a baller yourself back in the day.
That was back in the day.
And the free throw is off the mark. Caitlin Kendall's free throw after she's fouled.
Subbing in for North now is Haley Kansman, number 11, for Stevie Jones.
And so Kendall will attempt the second free
The
throw. to try and get
concentration
this
on her
one.
face.
Oh, and she hits that
Sinks
one.
the second free throw. Just lovely.
And Troy will take it up the
On
court.
the trap up high is Megan Keller and looks like Caitlin Kendall, both
Nice
the
double
younger
team.
two players on the team.
Nice double team there on Corinne Moss, but Troy will keep the basketball. So Moss takes it up the court, gives it over to
Once again, leaving those
Katie
bottom
McCush.
corners open. And
Ooh.
now, as we can see, it's not working well for them.
And that was Katie McCush who hit the three as we watched that one again. Swish.
Score is now 13-9, favoring the Troy Colts.
About a minute and a half left in this first period. So Jasmine Harris will inbound the ball for the Raiders.
It looks like they're changing it up on their point guard, Michael.
Yes.
Caitlin Kendall seems to be a strong player up top, and she's starting to use a lot of her talents up high.
Yes, she is. A collision down on the court, and the Raiders will keep the basketball after the Troy foul. Good aggressive play tonight by the Colts. They're showing that they will play with these Raiders as tough as they can.
The Raiders have an aggressive press about them with two up top, pressuring hard on the ball, and one lacking in the back, down low in the paint on the opposing side to make sure there's no cherry pickers.
Yes. The Colts were just called for traveling. Can't take too many steps without dribbling the ball in basketball, so the Raiders will take the ball over.
In now for the Raiders is Carly Creighton and Bridget Elezovic, both seniors this year, and Carly being a 3-year varsity veteran and Bridget being a 2-year varsity veteran.
So Troy will take possession of the basketball. That is Liz Sepker, who will be inbounding the ball. Gets it to Corinne Moss with a long football-like pass, and the Colts will keep the ball. Touched a Raider before it went out of bounds.
That unfortunately will turn the ball over to the other team.
So that's Moss who gives it over to Sepker. That's Katie McCush. Oh, and she loses the ball, but the Colts get it back. It's they attempt the three, and it's off the mark, and
This will be out of bounds, now favoring for Raider ball.
I believe that actually might be the Colts basketball now.
Yes it is. Taking her time on the line.
Nice inbounds
That
pass
Corinne
there.
Moss is really talented with handling the ball, Michael.
Yes, she is. Missed the layup, but still looked just
Yes.
great. Yep.
Now in for the Colts is number 4, Sabria Cotton.
So number 23, Katie McCush, will inbound the ball. Gives it over to Cotton. Ooh, and the three. Oh, it went in, but it went off the top of the basket first, so that is out of bounds. Raiders basketball. Unlucky there.
Stevie Jones now taking it down the court.
Jasmine Harris now with it. Gives it over to Haley Gansman. Jasmine Harris trying to get past this Colts defense.
Stevie Jones with the last shot. And unfortunately, it is off the backboard and not in. That ends the first period of this 4-period game.
So we will be back with the second period coming up. Here's a public service announcement.
All right, Brent. Do you think we can study for that physics test later? No? Okay. Whole family together, please.
I was wondering, would you want to be my prom date for this year's prom? Can I get an answer?
Hey, Brent, I kind of need your address so I can come to your grad party. Could I get your... Brent? Hello?
Dude, Brent, please, can you take my shift at work today? Please? I got a doctor's appointment after school. Come on, man. All you need to do is bust tables. It's not that hard.
into the second period of this 4-period basketball game. And what a nail-biter the first period was.
Yes, it was.
Score now being 13-9 with the Troy Colts in the lead.
But the Raiders will steal the basketball, and so...
And it looks like they are pressuring hard this period.
Yes, they are hoping to
Carly
come back
Creighton with the shot.
off
And a
the
little
mark.
bit too far over.
And then Haley Kansman attempted the layup, but off the backboard and no good. So Troy will take it up the court.
The Troy Colts are really putting the Raiders on the run tonight.
Yes, they are.
Looks like they are following the pass instead of moving before the pass, which is something you really want to do in basketball.
Yes, it is. Otherwise, you're going to have players wide open.
Very true. It looks like the Troy Colts are doing a sort of zone pressure on the North Farmington Raiders.
And,
And
good.
taken by number 4, Sabrina Cotton.
Good eyes there by Cotton to realize that the ball was coming her way, but the Raiders will take it back.
Jasmine Harris taking the ball down the court.
Harris takes it up, but the ball was blocked, and the Colts will bring it back up. Back and forth we go. Good defense here by both teams here tonight. And that is the easy layup made by Rachel Zelmansky, and we will watch that one again.
As you can
Harris
see,
is
she gets
blocked.
all ball on that one, Michael.
Yes, it was. Good job to not foul her and instead block her. But now Bridget Elezovic is fouled as we return to action, so she will attempt free throws. The score is the Colts 15, but the Raiders 9. But if the Raiders have anything to say about it, they will surely make this a closer game.
Wow,
Elezovic.
Bridget Elezovic surely gets pretty low on her free throw shot.
Yes, she does, but it seems to work for her as she made that first one.
Yes. Looks like Coach Tim Carruthers is putting a new set of legs into the game. We have 4 subs.
Always important to rest some of your players.
Want to keep them fresh, you know?
Yes.
And the second free throw.
Oh, that
Just
one
off the tip of the rim.
Yes.
And the Colts are taking it down the court.
Colts passing it around. Good double team there by the Raiders, but that leaves Cotton wide open, but he's
And
over
that
and
will
back.
be over and back. I don't know if many basketball aficionados knew this, but once you put the ball on the other half of the court, you cannot go back to the other side.
That is called a over and back foul. So
Yes, it is, Michael.
the Raiders will get the basketball back over that over and back.
A lot of moving feet out there. A lot of squeaking shoes.
Yes.
North Farmington is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year.
Oh, yes, they are.
50 years of bliss.
50 years of excellent school years and education throughout the school. And there is a steal and a layup by number 24, Corinne Moss.
She seems to be a key player on this team.
Yes, she is. And we're going to get another replay of that beautiful layup there by Moss.
She softly puts it up there.
There's Moss again, who attempts the shot, but it's off the front of the rim, and the Raiders will let it go out of bounds. The score is now Colts 17, Raiders 10. Here with 5:53 left in the second period at North Farmington High School.
So it's looking like Corinne Moss is truly someone to look at tonight. She handles the ball very well. She's very composed out there on the court. She moves her feet a ton. This is all something that we want in a basketball player.
Yes, she is. And I believe Mr. Carruthers is telling some of that to his team right now during this timeout. He doesn't want Moss to keep on dominating this game like she is right now.
And now it will be Raider ball. Taking it out will be Jasmine Harris.
Jasmine, the 6-foot junior.
That is a lot of height.
Yes, it is.
That is 6 feet off the ground.
I've always wanted to be 6 feet tall, but I've always been kind of stuck at 5'8", 5'9", so it doesn't look like I'll ever
I wonder how the view
reach
is up
there.
there.
What?
I wonder how the view is up there.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't know.
The Raider defense keeping up the pressure.
The Colts
But
passing
the Troy
around.
Colts still with their quick movements and their quick feet. And that little mishap will be leading to Raider ball.
Great man pressure on the Raiders.
Once again, Jasmine Harris and Stevie Jones. They seem to be a key part of this team because last year it was Jenna Basharouche and Lindsay Booker.
Of course,
Both
they
of them
graduated,
had very good chemistry together, and
and now they're off to greater and better things. So
I hear Lindsay Booker is at Loyola in Chicago, and Jenna Basharouche is at Oakland, both playing basketball.
I'm sure they are stars on their team. As Jasmine Harris missed that three-pointer, the Colts will get the rebound and take it up court.
Quick passing on the Troy Colts will lead to that attempt of that shot on the outside.
Something that the Raiders have been really strong with, though, tonight is their rebounding, as they just got that rebound. That was Stevie Jones with a great rebound there. There were about 5 hands on that ball trying to reach for it, but Stevie Jones got it in the end. So
Yeah, you know, it's all boxing out, getting low, and getting a body on somebody because it gets rough in there, and if you're not tough, then you don't get the ball.
And if you can't win the game on the boards, then you're just never going to win the game. You got to win the game on the boards if you want to win. So Stevie Jones will attempt free throws, and the first one is in, so she will earn a second free throw.
That first one was nice off the backboard. Let's see if she can sink another one.
So
And perfectly sunk in.
Yes, it is. The junior captain there with 2 free throws. Great passing there by the Colts.
This quick passing on the Colts is hurting the Raiders very much tonight.
Yes, it is.
They're having a hard time keeping up with the ball.
Hallie Stamps got that rebound, and so the Raiders got the ball back. Caitlin Kendall will attempt a three-pointer. Oh, and it's in and out, but the Raiders get it back.
But
That's
put
Jasmine
back up by
Harris.
Jasmine Harris.
A couple shots that just went in and out. Ugh, just the unlucky ones right there. But the
Taken by who
Raiders,
is that? Emily Ancona, a senior this year.
also a captain. Great steal there by Ancona. As Harris attempts the three, and she hits it. Beautiful three-point shot by Jasmine Harris. We're going to get a replay of that one.
Taking another look at that shot, you can see that Jasmine is truly a key player on the outside.
Yes, she is. Oh, and that one, that attempt by Harris almost went in. Not
Despite
quite.
her height, you think you want her in the paint where you can have her against the boards more, but her follow-through and her shot is amazing on the outside. I can see why Carruthers keeps her there.
Yes, it is. The Raiders have begun to come back in this ball game off a couple of great shots, so it is now a 17-15 game in favor of the Colts, only a 2-point basketball game after the lead was up to 7. So the Raiders are definitely keeping this a close game with 3:40 left to go in the second period. Jasmine Harris will attempt another three. Oh, and she hits that one too. Unbelievable stroke by Harris, just so smooth.
Let's take another look at that shot.
As I said, such a smooth shot there for Harris, and this will go in every time. And that is off a Colts player's foot, so the Raiders will get the basketball back.
With the amount of intensity out there, the score is quite low for a normal basketball game at this time in the game. But it looks like things are chugging along.
Yes, they are. The Raiders, of course, taking over the lead, 18-17, after they were just down by 7. They are on an 8-0 run right now in the second period.
Carly Creighton and Haley Kansman just went in to sub for the North Farmington Raiders. And Caitlin Kendall will be passing the ball in against this Troy press, which seems to be pretty aggressive. They've got 4 of their 5 players up on this end of the court.
And that Troy press seemed to work right there as they got the steal.
You know, there's not much height on Troy, but they are quick.
They're very quick. Sometimes the smaller, shorter players are able to move a little faster, and you saw that right there. And
Corinne Moss going in, and as you can see, people dragging over her shoulders. Not okay, not okay.
ooh, and that three-point attempt is
Emily
Off the
Ancona
rim.
with the rebound, and Stevie Jones now taking the ball down the court.
Oh, and there's a collision down there. No foul, but now they are going to say that it is. Let's see the decision by the ref here. They're going to call that a blocking foul.
Looks like we're going to take 2 free throw shots now.
Let's get a replay of that.
Look at
Oh,
that collision. Both
ouch.
of them going down.
Both players hit the court quite hard there, but we are happy that everyone here is okay. We're
Health
hoping
is
for
always the most important thing.
yes, we're hoping for an injury-free game as Stevie Jones missed the front side of the 1-and-1, and it looks like the Colts got the rebound, so they will take over possession of the ball.
The North Farmington Raiders are now doing a sort of man-to-man full court pressure right now. Let's see if that works more effectively than their zone. Haley Kansman with the try and nab of getting the ball in the air.
Just a little too close to being out of bounds, so the Colts will get the ball back. As Troy takes it up the court, and they try to get the ball back, and they do. Got to be careful with that ball control. Hot and double teamed.
The North Farmington Raiders are leaving a lot of the outside open tonight. They're kind of concentrating more of their defense on the paint.
Yes,
Let's
they
take
are.
another look at that shot.
That was Liz Sepker there with the basket. So it is now Colts 19, Raiders 18. But instead, it is now Raiders 21. Excuse me, because Jasmine Harris just hit another three-pointer. Let's watch that one again from way beyond the three-point line.
She has got a lot of muscle to do that.
Yes, definitely.
Stevie Jones taking the ball up the court now.
It is now tied 21-21 with 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
I know
is
that the
Creighton.
crowd is on their edge of their seats for this game.
Yes, they are. It's definitely, in my prediction, that it's going to come down to the final seconds in the fourth period.
Who knows what time will tell in the end of
Take it
the
up.
first half.
Good steal there.
Corinne Moss taking it down the court once again.
Corinne Moss has been all over the court today.
She has.
Let's
Let's take
look at
another
that
look
one
at that.
again.
She just easily puts it up there.
Yeah, when you get those steals like that, and then there's no one covering you,
You want to
just-
take your time.
Yes, you do. You always want to take your time, but if you do, then you shouldn't have any problem getting the ball in the basket.
The North Farmington Raiders now setting back a little bit, taking their time up top.
So Creighton gives it over to Stevie Jones.
Slowing down a little bit to reevaluate things.
Stevie gets it over to Haley Kansman. But that's
And
Corinne
Corinne
Moss
Moss
with
with the steal again,
another
throwing it
one.
down court to number 20, Gabby Ellis.
And Emily Ancona comes up with the rebound. Once again, the Raiders are having an excellent game on the boards tonight, so able to come down with those rebounds, offensive and defensive. Stevie Jones takes it up the court.
North taking a different tone onto the game after this up and down constant back and forth, kind of stepping back a little bit to look at things a little bit more now.
Yes, they are. We have about 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Colts up by 2, but the Raiders will try to tie that up or even take the lead here going into halftime.
It looks like the Raiders will hold on to the ball for these last 10 seconds of the game.
But instead, the Colts
or of
will get the ball back.
Half.
Oh, and there was a block there by Stevie Jones.
Put into the game is freshman Megan Keller and junior Holly Snabs.
Let's get a replay of that block. And boom,
Stevie Jones
denied.
getting all ball on that one.
Colts attempting the shot, and they
And
hit
the
it with 2
last shot
seconds
of
left
the
to go.
half.
And Harris's full court shot is not going to go in. Let's get a replay of that one. Great shot there with time winding down to give the Colts a 25-21 lead over the North Farmington Lady Raiders going into the first half. Back in the second half.
And
So-
that was the end of the first half of this riveting game. We'll now have a halftime, and we'll be back with more action after this.
So we hope to have you stay tuned. Thank you. And we are back here for the second half of our girls basketball game. And Allie, isn't that your mom I see out there in the crowd?
Oh, look at that
look at your family.
crowd. Oh, they are so enthusiastic out there.
Look at your family out there doing the wave.
That
That's
is my
great.
mother and my father.
That's great that they came out to watch you here tonight.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure my parents are out somehow watching at home. So, hi, Mom and Dad. We are back to action as Troy made the first basket of the second half to make it a 27-21 basketball game at the beginning of the third period. That's Caitlin Kendall with the ball. Picking it up to the basket, and she hits it. Great shot there by Kendall.
And now it is time for the Raiders to step it up in their game, to bring this game back to what they deserve, it being their home court tonight. I know they have been working very hard all season. Both teams have.
Yes.
I do know that Troy has had 3 games on the road this week, which
They're a pretty well-traveled team. It is a 27-23 game for the Colts, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, and the Colts will keep possession.
just under 7 minutes left in the period.
Troy passes it around, and they have a wide-open three-point attempt, and it's good.
A
Sabria
beautiful
caught it.
swishing shot.
The sophomore Sabria hits
Let's
the
take another look at
three-pointer.
that.
Left wide open, and easy three-pointer there for Cotton. Don't get too wide open there that often. Kendall taking it up. Caitlin Kendall.
And it looks like
Corinne Moss with
Corinne
another
Moss
steal.
once again.
She's just been a thief today,
As
stealing
you
that
can see,
basketball.
being away for that 10 minutes did not slow her down.
Not at all. She still has plenty of energy left on that court.
She's like a little rodent. Running around the court, grabbing the ball.
Losing the ball there too, but that is quite all right.
You win some, you lose some, right?
Yes. And we are not actually implying that she is a rodent of any kind, but she,
Fast like a rodent, Michael, I believe.
yes, I believe so. There was actually a rodent that ran into my first hour yesterday. It was pretty scary, but it got caught and set free. So
That
everything
rodent
was
could have
okay.
rabies.
What?
That rodent could have rabies.
It could. You got to be careful. Make sure it doesn't bite you.
No. And we have a free throw here.
Sabria Cotton with the first free throw attempt, and
And it's
that's
in, just rolling around a little bit, deciding if it wants to go in or not.
And it made the right choice, just deciding to go in.
Giving the score 31-23.
5:54 left to go in the third period, and that one bounces
Once
around
again,
too.
rolling around, then going in the net.
Haley Kansman, well defended there, but and
Once
that is
again,
Corinne
Corinne
Moss
Moss
with another
taking the ball.
steal. Unbelievable.
Going down 1-on-2 on that one, still managing to put the ball up to the hoop.
And all the Raiders could do to defend that was foul her.
Let's take another look-see at that, shall we? First giving it away by Haley Kansman, and Corinne Moss taking it down the court.
Our little rodent stealing the ball.
We now have a timeout. And who is this that we have with us here today? It's the North Farmington Raider. Oh, well, hello there. Oh, hello, North Farmington Raider. How's your night going? Oh, it's just peachy tonight, thanks. And what can you say about this game tonight? Oh, looks like a scrappy one out there. There's a lot of running around on that court. Very squeaky. Well, thanks a lot, North Farmington Raider. I'll see you later. All right, then. Bye.
Oh, that North Farmington Raider.
You gotta love him.
Yes, you do. Quite the guy, quite the guy.
As you can see, both coaches intently talking to their teams.
I love that little clap that they do at the end of the timeouts. It's very aggressive, shows a sign of teamwork, sportsmanship, and there's another one there by the Raiders.
Looks like we're gonna have a free throw by Corinne Moss.
She was fouled after she stole the ball. It is a 32-23 basketball game in favor of the Colts. They jumped out in the second half to take a 9-point lead, but that first free throw is no good, but she will get a second try at that.
Like you said before, Michael, the Troy Colts coming out pretty strong this second half. I think the Raiders kind of got a little bit more lax on that tie game that they had, and now it's kind of coming back at them and pretty strong, and
Yes,
they need to get their heads back in the game, I say.
they do. I completely agree. The Colts there, though, with a over and back. So the Raiders get the ball back. A bit of a tongue twister there. Jasmine Harris.
Keeping the ball around the three-point arc.
Caitlin Kendall there. Nice catch. Keeping the basketball inbounds. Gives it over to Ancona. The senior captain hits the shot. Beautiful
Very
right
nice.
there.
And the Troy Colts back in it.
And looking at that one again. The side of the hoop, and hits it. That's Sabria Khan, who attempts the three-point shot, but it is no good. Raider basketball. So it is now a 32-25 ball game in the third period. 4:59 left to go.
Passing it down to Megan Keller, who has the shot, but it goes right off the front of the rim.
Nice attempt there by the freshman. Oh, and Jasmine Harris steals the ball, and she's taking it up the court, getting double teamed. But
Going from 1-on-2 on that one, she lays the ball up just nicely. And the press is back in it now. Let's take another look at that. As you can see, Jasmine Harris with her long arms taking it in and not even being afraid of the other two on her.
not at all. But we have seen a lot of steals here tonight. I think something that the teams really need to focus on is keeping control of that ball, watching the pass, making sure you're throwing it to the right team.
A lot of it also is not telegraphing the pass and making sure that you don't show the other team where you're going to pass it first. Looking at that one more time.
That last layup by Troy made it a 34-27 basketball game with about 4 minutes left to go in the third period. And that was Corinne Moss, who attempted the three-pointer, but it was an air ball. And Sabria Khan will get the ball back, gives it to Moss, who gives it to Sepker. Sepker taking it up, and she's fouled.
It looks like the North Farmington Raiders are getting quite a challenge from this monochromatic colored team.
Can you say that word again? I like that.
Monochromatic.
Monochromatic.
Now a free throw taken by number 54, Liz Sepker. And the hush comes over the audience.
And she hits
And
that
it's
one.
good.
Hope College, I'm sure, really like that one, where she will be playing basketball next year.
And her second free throw.
And
Rolling over the front of the rim and nicely put in.
yes, it was. Giving the Colts a 9-point lead, 36-27, as they have taken control of this basketball game in the second half.
Once again, the North Farmington Raiders taking some time to set back and reevaluate things.
Always important to regroup after a couple of bad
Fast,
up the court.
fast plays, would you say?
yes. But Ancona hits another basket. That's her 4th point of the second half already. And we will get
Taking another look at that.
Yep.
Jasmine Harris into Emily Ancona.
Senior captain there with a beautiful shot. But the Colts answer right back with a basket of their own, so it is now a 10-point Colts lead. And that is an air ball, but Jasmine Harris gets it back, and she's fouled.
Being fouled by that, she will be rewarded with a three-point shot. Some people may not know that a three-point shot is only 1 point. And there is that 1 point. She will now get another one. If this was a 1-and-1, it would mean she has one shot. If she made the first one, she would be rewarded with the second one.
But, of course, if she misses that first one, then the players can go for the rebound,
Yes.
as they can after this one, too. But she hits it, so no rebound for either.
And the rule on a three-point shot is you're not allowed to move off the line until it has touched the rim.
Otherwise, it is a lane violation.
Yes.
That's Corinne Moss who gives it over to Sepker, who misses the shot. And Jasmine Harris will take it back up for the Lady Raiders.
The score now being 39-31 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third period. One more period to go in this intense basketball game here tonight.
Corinne Moss attempts the three and hits it. Excuse me, her toe must have been on the line because they have given her 2 points. Let's see that one again. Oh, yep, toe on the line, only 2 points.
You can't have that toe on the line, Michael.
I'm sure she meant for that to be a three-pointer and just didn't see that her toe was on the line.
And Caitlin Kendall attempting for that far-out shot.
Corinne Moss, though, with the fast break layup, but she misses, but she is fouled. It's the only way to defend that is a foul.
And it looks like she will be put at the line now to take 2 3-point shots.
It is a 10-point basketball game right now in the Colts' favor, 41-31, and make that 11. Less than 2 minutes here to go in the third period.
Carly Creighton now subbing in for the Lady Raiders.
And she makes her second free throw as well. So it is a 43-31 ball game now, as the Raiders will try to make some sort of comeback here. They need to make it soon. Caitlin Kendall with the ball, gives it to Harris.
Jasmine Harris going back door on that one.
Back in color. Well defended by Troy. But Keller will get the ball back. Gives it to Harris. From the free throw line, misses the shot.
No one over there to rebound for that one, so it's given over to Troy, who now takes the ball down the court by number 4, Sabria Cotton. Attempt at the steal by Caitlin Kendall.
As Corinne Moss will attempt the shot, and it is no good. Caitlin Kendall will take it back up the court, and she's fouled. Corinne Moss not happy with that call, but I believe the refs have been calling an excellent ball game here tonight.
Yes, they are. And look how good they look in that black and white.
I really like the black and white. Makes them look like a zebra a little bit.
Taking another look at that foul. Now Jasmine Harris taking the ball out of bounds.
And gives it over to Creighton. Carly Creighton, the senior. Her sister is also on the team, Katie Creighton, who's a junior.
This is not the first time they've been playing basketball together. They played Carly Creighton's sophomore year and Katie's freshman year on JV together.
I'm sure they make a great sister and sister combination.
I believe so.
Ooh, and Caitlin Kendall gets the ball up to the Colts. Corinne Moss takes it up the court and hits the layup. An easy layup there for Corinne Moss. And the Raiders will need to call a timeout here to try and regroup as the Colts have jumped out to
Looking
a
at that one more
45-31
time, those
lead.
wide steps she takes and leaps up there to put it right in the hoop.
So it is now a 45-31 ball game. 33.3 seconds left to go in the third period.
And what an interesting third period this has been.
It really has. The Colts have really taken control of this ball game. As we take a look at some of our excited fans here tonight. Great showing for tonight's game.
And look at that, all those fans coming out, taking out their Friday night to come see this riveting basketball game.
I'm sure they have been really enjoying it here tonight. They still have what will sure to be a very exciting fourth period coming up in about 30 seconds. So the Raiders will pass the ball around, maybe try to get that last shot of the third period.
Jasmine and Stevie kind of passing the ball around up top and down to
Kendall
Caitlin
gives it to
Kendall. And Jasmine once again with a three-point shot, but
Off
off
the
the front of the rim.
Up, Caitlin Kendall
It
loses
is
the
so
ball.
rough down there.
Corinne Moss, a really fast player, takes it up the court, attempts the three-pointer before the buzzer. It is no good. So at the end of the third period, the Colts have suddenly jumped out to a 45-31 lead over the Lady Raiders. Troy really took control of that third period. And we will now watch a public service announcement, and we will be back with the fourth period coming up. And we are back here for the fourth period after that beautiful public service announcement that we had.
Look at those proud Troy parents.
Yes, they are. This is our 25th year here in TV time. It's our 25th anniversary. And North Farmington's 50th anniversary. Caitlin Kendall gives it over to Stevie. And she loses the ball. And the Colts will take that back. That's Sabria Cotton taking it up the court.
Passing it down back door, and the shot is good.
That was Katie McCush, number 23. Some other famous 23s, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. She kind of looked like one of them there.
The score now being 47-31, with the Troy Colts still in the lead. I think the North Farmington Raiders really need to take some time to evaluate and step back for a little bit and take a look at the game.
They need to keep control of that basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
The Troy Colts have been all over that basketball today, stealing it a number of times.
2 substitutions here for the North Farmington Raiders, Holly Snabs and Bridget Elezovic.
They came in for Caitlin Kendall and Emily Kona.
Holly being a junior and Bridget being a senior this year.
And that was Katie McCush again with her second basket already of this fourth period.
Let's take another look at that. Despite all the attempts at blocking, the ball goes in the net.
And the three-point attempt is no good. And the Colts will get the basketball back. Nice try there by Holly Snabs.
Coming in now for the Raiders is Katie Creighton, the sister of Carly Creighton. Unfortunately, both of them are not on the floor right now.
Otherwise, it could get a little confusing saying Creighton to Creighton, but
Katie this year is a junior. This is her first year on varsity.
The 5'7" guard. A lot of juniors on this team, as long as a sophomore, Caitlin Kendall, and a freshman, Megan Keller. So they seem to have a bright future ahead of them.
And the juniors have all been pulled up from JV together. So they have some chemistry working for them already. Let's take another look at that three-point shot by Haley Kansman. Good follow-through.
And swish.
Nicely put into the net.
And the Colts will miss that three-point attempt, so the Raiders get the rebound, taking it up the court. Down by 15, but trying to make a comeback here in the fourth period. About 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Passing it down low to Bridget Elezovic. And the ball goes right over the net.
Gotta be aggressive.
Fierce elbow swinging down there, Michael.
Yes, there is. Gotta make sure you don't hit anyone in the face there. And that's a travel on the Troy Colts. Too many steps.
A travel? What's that? Oh, I know what that is. That's when you're moving without dribbling the ball.
Which you are not allowed to do in basketball. So the Raiders will take it up the court. That is the freshman, Megan Keller. He gets it to Haley Kansman, over to Holly Snabs, and it is no good, an air ball, and the Raiders will keep possession, though, after a Troy player must have touched the ball.
Now in for the Raiders is Jasmine Harris.
And it looks as if number 50, Taylor Bass, might have hurt her neck on that play. Let's hope she's all right.
Subbing in also for the Troy Colts is number 54, Liz Zepker. Shot by Megan Keller, and
she
it's
hits
good.
We still have her for another 3 years after this one to make those three-pointers, as we will watch that one again. behind the three-point line.
Very nice. It looks like she's going to be a very strong part of the team for these next couple of years of her high school experience.
Most definitely. As the Raiders have made this a 12-point basketball game, 49-37 in favor of the Colts. So the Raiders have 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to make what would be an excellent comeback here tonight.
It would be nice to see the Lady Raiders pull it through on their own home court.
Oh, but if Corinne Moss has anything to say about that, she will make sure her team wins tonight as she hits that basket. Let's watch that one again.
She has some nice hops on that one, Michael.
Yes, she does. And during that replay, Corinne Moss stole the ball again. That is how fast she is. Within the span of just a few seconds, she can do wondrous
Making the
things.
score now 52-37. Looks like the Raiders need to step up their game a little bit here to make a nice comeback.
Alezovic loses the ball, and so the Colts will take over, though. Need to keep control of that ball. I know I keep on saying that, but I'm sure the coach is saying it too, Coach Tim Carruthers.
Tim Carruthers actually has 2 daughters on the JV basketball team here at North Farmington. They are both freshmen this year.
Samantha and Jessica. Oh, but there is Jasmine Harris who hits the shot to make it a 55-39 basketball game. Oh, and she's going to be.
And taking another look at that basket made by Jasmine Harris. Nicely put in.
Very nicely put in.
Looks like we're going to have a free throw shot here.
She was fouled attempting a three-pointer, so she will get 3 free throws. Well, 3 free throws. Say that 3 times fast.
No, thank you. Now, you might be wondering what those basketball players are wearing on their feet. Those are sneakers.
Oh, that will be a lane violation. Those sneakers, I wish I owned a pair of those. They are very, very stylish, but yet look to be great on the court.
They look very
squeaky
comfortable,
ones,
too.
Yep, they squeak a lot.
It must be from effect of the... And look at them. There they are, those amazing sneakers.
Black and red ones, those ones are.
Matching the team colors.
Ollie Snabs will get the ball over to Stevie Brown.
Stevie Jones.
Excuse me.
Attempting to take it into the middle and put it up. And trying to save it was no good, for it is now Raider ball.
Caitlin Kendall will be inbounding the ball for the Raiders. Jasmine Harris taking up the court, attempts the shot, and she's fouled, so she will get some free throw attempts of her own.
Time to put her back on the line. Oh, what time is it? Beep, 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 beep. It is now time for your Farmington Hills Random Fact Update. Did you know, Michael Heiger, that there are 3 schools in the Farmington district? And North Farmington is one of the 3, also having Harrison and Farmington. All of them are crosstown rivals.
And those 3 schools will be holding some school musicals coming up soon.
Yes, it sounds like they will be.
Harrison will be having Susicle the musical at the end of this month of January. Farmington will be having the very exciting musical of Year in Town at the end of February. And then North Farmington, who just had auditions last week, will be having Hairspray at the end of March. A show that I'm in myself.
Very promising. Oh, are you in that show, Michael Heiger?
I am in that show. I'm very excited.
Well, congratulations.
I'm sure all 3 schools will be putting on excellent musicals coming up in the next couple months. So Caitlin Kendall will make that first free throw to make it a 56-40 game for the Colts.
And we will be taking a brief timeout here.
Coach is trying to go over some strategy. The Raiders actually have a student manager as well, Laureen Sarkis.
She is a junior this year. Last year, she played on the North Farmington's JV basketball team, and her freshman year, she played on freshman. This year, taking more of the managerial side of the game.
The coaches must have seen some strong leadership. Oh, and there we are,
Oh,
Allie.
hello.
Hello.
Hello, you sitting at home. How are you?
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Have a good night.
We
well,
are looking.
Michael Heiger.
We are looking quite dapper here tonight, aren't we?
I would like to say so. And looks like we're back into the game here with a North Farmington Raider basketball.
And Caitlin Kendall will now attempt the second half of her free throws. Her second one. Steps up to the line. She looks up to the basket. And it's good.
It's got to be bending those knees. What a great effect that has on making those baskets.
Must help with the follow through and the power to get it up to the basket. Oh,
It
and they're
looks
going
like
to
it
call
will be
that.
called a traveling.
You also cannot jump with the ball.
Really?
Really, really. That's also traveling. If you jump with the ball and don't dribble it. So that was Corinne Moss on the travel.
The score is now 56-41. Troy Colts leading.
Oh, and that ball is thrown to an invisible person, it seems like. I do not
Oh, that
see
wasn't
that
an invisible
person.
person. That was Ted.
Ted.
Ted, the invisible man.
You know, now that I look further, I think I can sort of see Ted.
I think I can see him too.
Quite the nice man Ted is, as the Colts take it up. Oh, and that ball goes around
Rolling
the
off the
basket.
rim.
And
Those are such a gamble. You never know if they're going in or not.
that one, unfortunately, did not for the Colts. So this will be Liz Sepker. Excuse me, never mind. It will be Katie McCush who will be attempting free throws.
You know what my mama says free throws are like?
What are they like?
A box of chocolates. You never really know what you're going to get.
You know what? That is very true words of your mother right there.
Subbing in now for the Raiders will be Megan Keller and looks like Katie Creighton,
Yes, it does.
the younger half of the Creighton team.
Creighton and Creighton kind of sounds like a law firm. And the Raiders will get the ball back. Jasmine Harris will be inbounding the ball.
Once again, the Troy Colts are keeping their defense on one half of the court, not choosing to pressure at all.
Caitlin Kendall.
And Cameron Clemens with the basket, her first one of the game.
Nice for the coaches to let her come into the game, as they see some potential out of her after that basket. Good defense there by the Raiders. Taking it up the court, but Sepker has it. Sepker, excuse me, and it rolls around the rim and it goes in.
And here we have Cameron Clemens' basket. Nicely put in there.
That's a
Score
cool
now
name,
being
Camera.
59-43.
That's a cool name, Camera. I've always wanted to be named after an electronic device.
Most people have, Michael Heiger.
It's a dream of mine. It has been for a long time. Sepker takes it up, and the ball goes in and out, and the Raiders will get the rebound. Oh, and Jasmine Harris hits the floor. Raiders take the ball, though. That's Caitlin Kendall taking up the court. Trying to work some
Battling on
magic
her
here.
own. Look at that. She took the ball all the way down the court by herself.
And that was Katie Creighton who puts it in.
Choosing to still pressure, the North Farmington Raiders are not out of it yet. They still have a minute and a half to bring their score up.
It is 59-45 in the Colts' favor.
As you can see in this dire time, the Raiders are not choosing to foul, which is something teams do when they are on the lower end of the scoreboard.
But instead, they will get the ball back. So good defense there by the Raiders instead of fouling.
Stevie Jones and Carly Creighton going in. Now we have both Creighton sisters on the court.
Oh, I'm sure this will be fun.
I know you're excited.
Some sisterly teamwork here. There's going to be a whistle, and Stevie Brown, what's fouled? Stevie Jones.
2 shots here for Stevie Jones on the line. Concentration in her face.
Oh, and she hits that first one. All that concentration must be helping out. Stevie Jones will be attempting the second one. The junior captain. And it goes in and out, so the Colts will get the rebound. And now might be a good time to foul. Let's see.
Choosing not to take that 3-point shot.
Interesting strategy. Oh, will she take it here? Nope.
It looks
Or
like the
maybe
Troy
here.
Colts are just going to
Nope.
keep the ball from now on.
Gonna
Passing it
try
around
and
the
run down
top,
that clock. 40.7 seconds.
which is a
left to go.
valiant move considering the lead that they have in this game.
A 59-46 lead for the Colts.
30 seconds left in the game.
So barring any miraculous comeback, the Colts, it looks like, will be coming out with a victory tonight as they get that rebound. That's Aaron Farley.
The Troy Colts choosing not to take it in. Just holding on to it for this last 15 seconds of the game.
Passing the ball around. And she will not shoot it as her coach advises her not to.
And there you have it, folks. The end of this riveting basketball game between the Troy Colts and the North Farmington Lady Raiders.
And the Troy Colts have come out on top with a score of 59-46. Just a great, hard-fought game by both teams. And the Colts just wound up coming out on top at the end of this one.
Thank you for visiting us tonight here on TV10.
We would like to thank everyone who worked for our crew tonight, our lovely camera people, our producer and director, Dean Cobb, and all these wonderful names that are coming down through your credits. So from North Farmington High School tonight, I would like to thank you. I'm Michael Heiger here with Ali Shapiro, and this has been another edition of Girls Basketball here on TV10. Thank you very much. Come back.